welcome to Mason's Monthly, your monthly Theme Park Tycoon 2 talk show. In today's show, we will be talking to one of the biggest YouTubers in the game, 𝗏𝗏𝗁𝗏𝗁808. Go through this month's news, talk to Onni-H about his YouTube career and him leaving the community, and much more. Now, this is obviously the first show, so you may notice some teething issues throughout today's show. We want to know what you think we can improve on, so of course, feel free to leave a comment and suggest ideas. You can also submit your own Theme Park Tycoon 2 news on the official Mason's Discord server, which will be linked down below. So hey, go jump on there and you may get featured in the next Mason's Monthly. Anyway, without further ado, let's get straight into what's been going on in the Masons recently. We have been working on a new project a lot recently, as you may have seen on some live streams. Project 𝗏𝗏𝗁, as we are calling it, is a steampunk themed new 𝗦𝗵𝗂𝗁 boomerang coaster with interesting launchers, a land to go with, and a secret ride we can't talk much about at the moment. Of course, we will update you on what exactly this is more and more as progress is made. Of course, after 10 months of work, RCX happened last December to hundreds and hundreds of visitors over the couple weeks it was running. It was such a positive experience to share with so many of you, and we hope that you really enjoyed the event. And finally, the Masons and Stealth Dynamics have teamed up to create an incredible biodome project featuring 3 huge detailed domes filled with thrilling rides, beautiful tropical scenery, and more. We are excited to be working with such a reputable group who created such parks as 𝗏𝗏𝗏 and the Stealth Dynamics Mega Park, of course. We will reveal more in the coming months, but for now, this is all we can really show and tell you. So that's what we've been up to throughout January in the Masons. Now we're going to talk to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗁𝗏, who actually helped build this very set right here. He's an incredible sequencer for Inspire Imagineering, one of the Masons, and the director for 2021's Halloween Horror Nights. Here he is, give him a warm welcome onto the stage. Hello Zach, welcome to the stage. How are you today?
Hey Josh, I'm great.
Great to hear. So firstly, I wanted to ask about Halloween Horror Nights. You and the Inspire Imagineering team did an absolutely fabulous job last year on the event. I personally loved the event when I visited it with Onni live. Overall, it was groundbreaking and incredible to experience in-game. How long would you say it took to actually build the event?
Well, the event took about 6 months to create and over 650 hours total build time. Annoyingly, Dennis added the proximity sensor 2 months after the event, but we shared a video of it with him, so we think that's why he added it.
Wow, that's a hell of a lot of time. It definitely paid off though, if you ask me. I'm guessing it took quite a lot of resources and Robux to actually make the event, from costumes to audio uploads. What would you say was the most expensive maze?
I'd say the most expensive maze was probably Killer Clowns from Outer Space, because almost every jump scare needed a new audio file, which cost over 35 Robux each.
That's a lot. How much would you say the entire event cost approximately then?
It was roughly 7,000 Robux and a little bit of our sanity tip.
Yeah, that's great to hear and absolutely insane. It's sometimes easy to forget the amount of Robux and effort are put into events like these. I'm interested to see what the future looks like for you and Inspire Imagineering after the incredible event that was Halloween Horror Nights. What are you most looking forward to in the future?
Well, currently the future of Inspire is uncertain, but we are getting ready to premiere our newest show, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, which has been in the works for a couple of months now.
I recently took a sneak peek at the new and improved 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, in fact, you guys are working on, which I have to say I'm super excited for. You've of course done a lot of the sequencing for the show so far. Can you explain a little to the people watching about 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 and the process of sequencing such a huge show?
Of course. Well, first off, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is a show from both Disneyland and Disney World. Ours is currently based off Disneyland, but we'll have some of Disney World scenes, as long as some scenes that we create. The sequencing itself has been super challenging because a lot of the show's effects are projection mapping and screams, which is very hard to pull off, as well as water, moving characters, and fireworks.
Very nice. Well, it's been lovely talking to you on today's show, Zach. Where can people find your stuff?
You can find me in any Theme Park Tycoon 2 Discord server and on Zach's Fun Fact. I'll end my segment with a quick fun fact. Josh's hair is currently loaded with C4, and I'm gonna press this button and blow him up. Goodbye, everyone.
Okay, great to have you, Zach. Wait, what did you just say? And now it's time for this month's news in the Theme Park Tycoon 2 community. Our first story is after 8 months of hard work, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 has finally completed his incredible Six Flags Over Arizona park. He showcased the park on his channel recently, showing some cinematics of the many coasters in the park, as well as its beautiful scenery throughout. There should be a showcase on the Cozy channel soon, featuring the POV of the coasters and a full tour. Another project that has been recently completed is Twistin' Space Mountain, as a tribute to the ride between 19 1985 and 2010. He showcased the ride on his channel, which of course can be found down below. Ghost Builders, a fairly new group in the Theme Park Tycoon 2 scene, has started work on their meticulous Disney 1:1 scale recreation built between multiple parts. So far it looks really promising, and you can tell the team has some good builders who are very passionate for the project. Another fairly new group has given us a sneak peek of their incredible properties in Theme Park Tycoon 2. They are the first property developer in the game, with 3 estates featuring residential complexes, shopping centers, offices, hotels, resorts, and more. Personally, I absolutely adore architecture and love what the group is doing. Their server is super small for how incredible their builds are, so I urge you to go join using the link below. Finally, for tonight's news, 𝗧𝗵𝗃 Entertainment has finally opened their Discord server to the public. They say after owning a shop and billboard advertisement at RCX 2021, 𝗧𝗃 Entertainment has finally opened their Discord server. Very soon, we hope to welcome guests into our 5 different theme parks to experience thrill, theming, and create memories on Theme Park Tycoon 2. Anyway, that's it for tonight's news. If you would like to submit your own news for the next Masons Monthly, don't forget you can do so by just joining the Masons Discord server down below. One of the biggest YouTubers in the community is 𝗏𝗏, or as you will probably know him, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 PX 2021. Welcome, 𝗏𝗏. So 𝗏𝗏, I hope you're doing well today. Now for you, I actually asked the community if they had any questions to ask you, what would they be? Of course, that was a terrible idea, but I'm going to do it nevertheless because why not? Okay, so Buddy asks, what is your favorite type of cheese? So, as you can see, the questions are going to be good.
Very good question. I actually like one cheese very, very much. And I think that's probably young cheese, or how we call it, jonge kaas.
Yes, that is a great type of cheese. Icy Delta asks if you would like to see a Theme Park Tycoon 2 free made. Now, I think this is actually quite an interesting question because it's basically, would you rather a year's worth of updates to be added to Theme Park Tycoon 2, or would you prefer a new game with new features like we got in 𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗃 World?
I think updating the base game is more important than making a Theme Park Tycoon 3. I think just the community we have on Theme Park Tycoon 2 right now, and the things we all already have, of course, we recently got the 4D codes and all the other stuff, I think are going to be lost. The same where, like, if ever Planet Coaster 2 comes, no one will play Planet Coaster 1 anymore, and the game will just die, and no one is going to use the things that they made there. So I think no. I think I'd rather have more updates for Theme Park Tycoon 2.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you, to be honest. Coastal Hawk asks, when and why did you start playing Roblox, and specifically Theme Park Tycoon 2?
Long story, I am going to make it short. I think I saw this YouTuber playing Theme Park Tycoon 2 somewhere in 2016, and he was actually playing this game for like, I think the game was like a few weeks old, and I was, oh, this looks amazing, so let's play this. And eventually I ended up here after playing a lot of this game. Of course, I played a lot and then I stopped, and then I played a lot and then I stopped, but yeah, I absolutely love this game still.
Damn, that's a pretty long time. I personally have been playing the game for around 5 years or so too, and yet I'm 1,000 times better at the game. How does that exactly happen, 𝗏𝗏? No, of course, I'm joking, but I actually wanted to ask you about where your channel is going. Of course, as it stands, you're a big figure in the community, and I think your channel directly influences a lot that happens in the community.
I don't know, I think future is open. I stand up for everything. I don't know, maybe in like a half year I'm starting to play other games, who knows? Maybe Planet Coaster 2 comes out, or maybe a Theme Park Tycoon 3 comes, who knows? But for now, I still love this game, I really like it, and I still have some amazing ideas that I want to build and show to you guys.
Now we've got another question from the viewers. 𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗃 asks, 𝗏𝗏, why are you ginger?
Well, two things. I'm not a ginger. And the other one, my lights above me were always orange, but I bought new ones, so I'm not ginger anymore. But thank you for this amazing question, Will. Will, why are you so short? That's it for me.
Right, I think that's it for the viewers submitted questions for now. They are interesting. Before you head off, I wanted to ask you one more question. If you had the opportunity to, what would you add to Theme Park Tycoon 2? It can literally be anything.
I think to make the community better and even bigger, I have to say probably blueprints. Just blueprints that we can share with each other, or just a little bit more communication with like the developer, of course, Dennis, and that we can actually make blueprints for other people and stuff like that. I think that can be really cool for that. And of course, everyone's a spinning coaster and stuff like that. But yeah, more things with blueprints. I think this has a lot of potential.
Interesting choice. What I actually think would be interesting is if we did have something like blueprints and you could earn some sort of like either Robux or in-game currency or something like that from selling them, and I think it added a whole nother aspect to the game of you being able to design stuff for each other and people being able to buy blueprints. Maybe there's a new type of currency that you can use on some sort of workshop and you can sell and buy stuff. I think that's a really interesting idea. Well, it's been lovely having you on the first ever show. Thank you so much for coming on. Where can people find your content?
YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and my OnlyFans. Thank you for having me.
Make sure to go check him out if you haven't already. Anyway, 𝗏𝗏, have a lovely night. Give him a round of applause, folks. Now, before we bring Onni on, this month's small creator shoutout goes to Onni-H, who has been making some incredible content recently with some cool recreations. He deserves a ton more subscribers, so if you're looking for some new content to go watch, go head over to his channel. It will be linked below. Anyway, our final guest on today's show will be Onni-H, a Theme Park Tycoon 2 YouTuber with around 7.8k subscribers, who recently left YouTube to pursue other things. He has been a massive inspiration to me personally and hundreds of others in the community, constantly pushing the boundaries of Theme Park Tycoon 2 content in every video he makes. Welcome him on the stage, Onni-H. Welcome to Mason's Monthly, Onni. How are you today?
Thanks for having me. I'm doing really good today.
That's great to hear. Now, a lot of people have questions about your departure from being a Theme Park Tycoon 2 YouTuber recently. So, just as I did with 𝗏𝗏, I asked the community for questions to see what they wanted to know. The first question comes from 𝗏𝗏pixel, who asked, what is your favorite build of all time in the game?
That's a really good question. I think about it quite often, actually. But I think I would say my favorite build has to be something by 𝗧𝗵𝗲, man. Can't really tell a single build because he's done so many good ones that has a combination of good coasters and really good scenery. But he definitely does the best builds in the game.
Yeah, I agree. 𝗧's builds are absolutely insane. Obviously, you are a very talented individual who creates stunning videos and creations. Many of you watching may not know this, but Onni is insanely good at Blender, recently animating the full RCX show in the program, as well as designing and building beautiful detailed coaster trains for commissions. Where did your passion for Blender come from?
I think I got interested in 3D modeling and stuff like that when I was really little. I used to play a lot of games with building, like Theme Park Tycoon 2 and Minecraft and other games like that. Then eventually I moved to Tinkercad, which is like the most basic 3D modeling software, and then eventually I moved to Blender because I wanted to, I guess, create more realistic stuff and more advanced stuff. I just wanted to do everything I did as well as I could do that.
Right, and of course you're now doing commissions for coaster trains, which the people watching can actually buy right now. Part of that is your rebrand from Onni-H. I love the logo, by the way, as I've already told you, but can you give us a bit of backstory behind the name and character change?
Kind of don't want to say name because I always love listening to people struggling to say it. It's a lot of fun. The name I actually got from school. It's a nickname that my friends gave me at school. I think the story went something like this. We were sitting in some class, might have been chemistry, and then my friends wanted to say something to me, and they kept saying my name, but I was listening to music or doing something else, definitely not studying, and I didn't realize they were trying to speak to me, and they started morphing my name into random stuff, and eventually this is the thing that I heard and responded to.
And along with leaving your YouTube channel as a time capsule, you've also recently deleted your Discord server, the ending of which I ruined by asking what your favorite type of cheese is. Was it difficult having to delete the Discord server?
Actually, it wasn't that hard because I was a bit tired of the server. It's been a lot of fun, but it was a lot of pain to keep up and keep running well, so it wasn't that awful deleting it. I was almost looking forward to it, but of course I will be missing all the memories from the server.
Yeah, that makes sense. After all, servers do need a lot of upkeep and moderation to keep safe and running properly. We're gonna get another question from the viewers here. 𝗬𝗂𝗧𝗵𝗲 asks, should sandbox mode be added to Theme Park Tycoon 2?
I remember this was one of the questions that I got asked on my video comments quite frequently, and I still think, even though money farms are not as good as they used to be, I don't think a sandbox mode would be the best thing, because money farms still are pretty good at doing their jobs, and also, you know, it's good to support the developer of the game with different kinds of game passes and buying currency for the game. It's always important to support the creator of Theme Park Tycoon 2. That's why I personally wouldn't want to have sandbox mode. And I also feel like sometimes when there's a sandbox mode in a game, it sometimes takes the fun away from it. I don't know how, but it just sometimes happens.
Fair enough. Really, I think it would kind of lose a bit of the fun in a way, because sometimes you actually want to have a challenge with money. Although I guess when you get to the point of a lot of advanced builders and players these days, building a money farm is a must and a chore. Moving back onto your YouTube career, I wanted to ask, what was your favorite moment or experience during your time as a YouTuber?
I would answer that I can't remember, because there's been so many, but I have to answer that I can't remember because I don't know if there's been that many good ones. Generally has been, but I just can't remember. But one of my favorite experiences was when I was streaming some morning with a lot of my friends. We were playing that IKEA survival game,
Yeah,
and streaming it to YouTube. It was a lot of fun. And then of course every bit of support I got on Discord and YouTube, that's been just so amazing. So those would probably be my favorite experiences.
you're obviously a very talented and driven person, and it's a shame to see you leave the community, but you have inspired so many people to build, edit, and be better in general. I think you're seriously going to be missed in the community, but I'm excited to see what you do in the future. What's your plans now that you've closed that chapter of your life?
I think I want to learn a lot of new stuff, anything in general, and then of course I want to do a bit more work for school and try to get better. And of course school is getting a lot harder now, and I do want to spend a lot of time with school because education is quite important for me. So that's what I'm gonna be spending most of my time, and also just taking everything a bit more easier. I don't have to stress about videos and stuff like that anymore.
Well, thank you very much for coming on, Onni. Before you leave, is there anything you want to promote?
I don't think so. I have an Instagram account, but I don't know what I'm gonna change the name to. It's a big mess, but you can leave the links.
yeah, the link will be down below.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure to have you on the show, and I hope things go well for you in the future. See you later. Well, that's it for Mason's Monthly. I hope you enjoyed it. A reminder that you can submit your announcements and up-and-coming builds on the official Mason's server linked below. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to click that subscribe button for more Mason's content, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Hey Josh, doesn't this seem a little bit like TPT Informer?
Right, okay, are you ready then?
No. Yeah.
Action! Action! Can you give us a hey baby girl to the camera?
Hey baby girl. Hey baby girl.
Not even up, out. You fucking fell down, Zach, you dipshit, right?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Maybe you just have really long legs and you just like sit on your legs.
You know, my knees bend forward like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
There's the second pair of knees.
Yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm still recording, by the way.
Oh.
Like, what I'd love to do is go like, wee. One of the biggest YouTubers in the community is 𝗏𝗏𝗏. That just sounds so shit. I'm just gonna say it Lindenberg. I don't care.
Lindenberg.
I can't say that. I can't do that. It's just every time I just bring out my inner Dutch and just go.
It's a little bird.
Oh yeah, I just remember the one night when after I got my second COVID vaccine, I was just tripping in bed so bad. I was just so dead.
I
don't know what was
I can't say
going
I saw hallucinations when I had my second COVID vaccine. I'm not, I'm not sure that. I'm pretty sure that was something other than the vaccine
I think I was like thinking random fourth dimensional like geometry stuff. I was getting the vaccine around the bad part of this the city.
Oh yeah. So that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Or you may be just living the YouTuber life. You just
Yeah. Most likely.
Right. Okay. Are you ready to kill yourself then? Simon?
Yes.
Wow. Me too. No. Hello. I'm a drug addict.
I haven't planned any answers.
What? You mean how are you today?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
the hardest question.
that's the hardest one. That is on it. How will you manage?
Yeah, it's the hardest one. There is the.
When you have more likes on your part than on your videos. Oof.
Wow. Okay. And what they would.
This is you're doing great, 𝗂𝘁𝗄𝗃.
Well, that's a lovely shirt you've got there, Onni. Where'd you get that one from? Where'd you get that shirt from, Onni?
I never made it. It was like pretty good design. I mean, like the hoodie part of the logo is pretty good, but the rest of it pretty shit. Not gonna lie.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm not ginger anymore, but
But what?
no boss anymore.
Yeah, you've got to promote the OnlyFans. You got.
Yeah, of course.
Trying to build the OnlyFans, but
Yeah, let's go.
Right. Well, I think if we just give it another minute.
Ooh, daily bonus.
Ooh, daily bonus.
Oh, I hope you didn't record that.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
No.
Monthly theme park like
No, you're supposed to read it all out.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah, keep it like that. Keep it like that.
Yeah.
Keep the thing out.
Yeah.
Where are you? Hello? Hey?
Oh yeah, leave that there. You can leave that there. See, I'm only gonna leave it there for this episode, and it'll only be in Onni's interview. But I just want to see if anyone actually recognizes it in the background.
Onni will definitely notice, and if it doesn't, you have to say that at the end, like, 𝗏𝗏 was also here.